guys, this is a commentary on how to do ZMI runecrafting that currently gives you the best experience in the game, I believe, and I'm going to show you how to do it. What you're going to need is, well, it depends on your defense level really. You can use rune, but I prefer to use d'hide because my defense is higher, because when you're running to the ZMI altar, you will be attacked by mage, range and melee. I believe they have about 80 combat, so if you're a lower level then you're gonna get hit a bit more. Anyway, to do this you're gonna need 71 mage and have done lunar diplomacy. I'm not sure if you have to do dream mentor, but it wouldn't hurt to do it anyway. You're gonna need summoning level of, I don't know, 62, because, well, you can do it with a lower one, but this holds 7 extra rune essence, pure essence for you. And if you've watched my previous Grark video, the gear is pretty similar, but apart from the ayzee, you use the mud battle staff, and you don't need to teleport to Daemonheim. That's just on because I was doing dungeoneering earlier, and yeah. Glory with charges to repair pouches, of course. You don't need anything on your head really. I'm just wearing this because I was crafting gnats as well earlier, and I've just added the d'hide to defend you. Anyway, let's start this. Okay, I'm only banking at water birth because I was here anyway, but you don't need to go to water birth in any of this guide. You're going to need about I take about 5,000 fire runes because I do long haul runecrafting, which means basically I runecraft quite often, even though my runecrafting level is not very high. Basically, you fill your pouches again, and then you store an extra 7 in your abyssal lurker. Sadly, you can't store rune essence in your tortoises, birds and yaks. If you could, then runecrafting would be a lot better and a lot faster experience per hour. Some people tell me you can get up to 35k XP per hour doing this. I've not counted how much XP I've got per hour doing this yet, but it's probably true, because, well, if this is the fastest XP in the game, you've got to get a lot. Anyway, you're going to want to have either a mud staff or an earth staff. I've just got a mud staff because I had one in my bank. And you're going to want the ratio of 1 to 2 astrals to laws. So you're going to want half the astrals that you got laws. And basically, you get the runes back. You'll see when I do it that you get the runes back. Okay, right. You teleport to Orania, which is the Zamarok altar place next to Castle Wars where you catch red salamanders. And there's an altar here which is really convenient, so you can protect against range or magic or melee, depends what you feel you're weak against. And here's the bank you're going to be using. He's a bit different to normal bankers because he won't just let you bank. He'll charge you 20 of a rune to bank, which it can be any rune. I use fire runes because they're cheapest, and you use them quite a lot. You use 40 fire runes per trip in my method. Some people don't take the lurker to store the essence in because they believe that they only want to spend 20 fire runes, but to be honest, it's fire runes and you lose a little bit of money doing this anyway, so if you're losing money you might as well go flat out on runecrafting, as long as it's not losing ridiculous amounts. And then you empty your pouches, your beast of burden, and you craft all them, and I got a lot of XP. If you watch my counter, then compared to nature runes, it's a lot of experience, and you see you get your laws and your astrals back every time. What you do, you want to teleport back here, and if you're low prayer, you can just pray at the altar. Protect, like I said, protect from whatever you feel you're weakest against. If you're quite a low level, you can protect item, or you have a bad computer. or laptop, you can protect item if you don't trust your laptop, sorry, computer maybe. If you have curses, you might need to eat like every if you're like you have a high defense level, you might need to eat like every 50 trips, or maybe depends how high you get hit. Or you can just soul split. If you have the curses and 92 prayer, you can use soul split on the Zamrock people to get your HP back. It's up to you really. Anyway, you can choose here what runes you want to use to bank. He'll take 20 of a rune that you click without double checking with you. See, if I click this, I'll go straight into my bank. Basically, you bank all of these because every time you come out of the bank, you have to pay. You have to pay runes, 20 runes. So you want to stay in the bank for as long as you can, and you want to take. So you want to avoid going out of the bank, and Runescape have added this new feature where you can just right click the pouches and fill them, which is really useful for this. But the problem is you've got to exit your bank to fill your lurker, or I think you can use a parasite or a titan as well, but I use lurker because I can. I'm one level off the titan, 92 summoning, it's 93 I believe. You bank again, use the firings. I can see how some people think using a lurker is a waste of money, because you've got to use an extra 20 fire runes just to fill 7 essence in a lurker. But like I said, fire runes are pretty cheap anyway. You're going to be losing a little bit of money, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest, unless you're really concerned about spending money. If you want to heal and you have soul split, literally just flick it on. For those who have soul split will know this anyway. Put turmoil on as well if you have it, and you can just heal on these. If not, just eat the food while you're at the bank. You can use the feature I used to fill my pouches, where I just right click them when I was in the bank. I believe you can do that with food as well. See, look, the XP quite high. So you can just eat while you're in the bank, which is really good. Jagex are coming out with some really good updates now, especially the wilderness has just come back. I've been pking mostly, and I haven't really had time for skills as such, but yeah, I've been losing money in pking because I'm not that good. If you've watched any of my peak videos which involves me in pking, you see that I'm not very good, but I do try because I do enjoy it. It's a laugh as long as you're not risking too much. You can, if you don't want to spend runes, what you can do is you can click Moon Clan teleport instead of going back to Orena, and you can bank at the Moon Clan place, which takes a little bit more time, but like I said, if you want to save your money, then you can do that. But it's really not a huge amount of money, so if you want the maximum XP per hour, please stick to this method, because it will gain you the maximum XP per hour. If you have a large pouch, oh crap, I just realised what I'd done. Should have filled them while I was in the bank. Now I have to use 60 fire runes because it's 20 fire runes per transaction. Oh, there's a noob mistake. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. 60 fire runes is still not that much. They're only about 7, but they were about 7 coins each last time I checked, so it's really not that bad. As you can see, my defense level at the moment is 96, very close to 97. I think I'm less than 100k XP off actually. No plans for 99 yet. I'll probably just get it casually. I probably won't train it much. I've got a lot of XP from getting defenders from losing them in PKing lately, but apart from that, my defense isn't going up very fast. Like I'll show you the Moon Clan method. You can tell it to Moon Clan after you've crafted your runes, and you can bank here. You bank all your runes. And here it doesn't matter how many times you go out your bank because you're not charged, which is good. But like I said, if you want the maximum XP per hour, you definitely use the original method I showed you. But this is another good method. You don't really lose that much XP, but to achieve the 35k XP an hour people go on about, I think you're going to need to use the method I've originally shown you. But yeah, this method's pretty quick as well. Instead of teleporting to Moon Clan, you could probably teleport to Daemonheim if you really didn't want to waste the extra runes. You get them back anyway, but if you, it's a bit more money. It's a little bit. Can't speak today. It's a little bit less money loss if you teleport to Daemonheim, but it's really up to you. You can do loads of various methods. And like I said, like I've shown you in a previous video with the Runecrafting of how to repair your pouches. Yeah, you just got to do the abyssal minigame, and well, if you can do ZMI Runecrafting, I'm pretty sure you know how to repair your pouches if you have pouches. It's like if you and he'll repair them for free, so it's like it doesn't really matter how many times you repair them, but it's good to have a couple of glories in the bank because it just saves time going to the GE, and you're losing XP per hour. But I don't really concentrate fully on this game. I browse YouTube, I browse various websites while playing this game, so I will probably never achieve the 35k per hour, but I probably will monitor my XP per hour in a video, not in a video, one day, and I will probably make a video about it and tell you guys how much XP you really do get per hour. And I'll probably do, oh, I've done that noob move again. I'm used to Runecrafting. This is pretty new to me, so just wasted 60 fire runes rather than 40. Doesn't really matter, they're pretty cheap anyway, and I have lots of them from Slayer. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'll probably check how much XP I can gain per hour from all the Runecrafting methods if I concentrate fully for an hour. Clearly I've got to put a lot of time into that, but I'll probably only do the relevant ones, probably nature runes, lore runes, death runes, and of course the ZMI. Currently, I could do the Astra runes as well, but I think a lot of people craft Astra runes. I'm not 100% sure. I see a lot of people, when I used to bank at the Mooncraft before I knew about the guy that you paid runes with, I used to see quite a lot of people crafting the Astrals, so I believe it's quite popular. I think it's 82 or 81 you need to craft the double Astrals, which is probably good XP, but the ZMI is even faster than double nature runes, it's faster than Grarkin, it's just the fastest in the game. So if you're looking for XP and a little bit of money loss, this is definitely the place to come. I think I've covered about everything in this video. I hope this has helped you guys. Alright, see you later. Bye guys.